What if the biggest moment in Heartland history just happened, and most fans did not even realize it yet? In the final moments of Season 19, something huge changed Amy's future forever. Nathan did not just prove that he cared about her. He proved that he was willing to risk everything for her. He stood against his own sister, protected the ranch, and then shocked everyone with a life-changing proposal. Now the big question is not just whether Amy will say yes. The real question is, what will this decision mean for Heartland Ranch, for Lyndy, and for Amy's future? Because if the story continues where the finale ended, Season 20 could change everything we know about Heartland. The final episode of Season 19 gave us one of the most exciting and emotional endings we have seen in a long time. So many important things happened in such a short time, and every moment pushed the story toward a new direction. But the most important part of the finale was not just the drama at the ranch. It was Nathan and the choices he made. Throughout the season, Nathan slowly proved that he was not just another person passing through Amy's life. At first, many people were unsure about him. Some fans even wondered if he could really be trusted. But by the time the finale arrived, Nathan showed a completely different side of himself. When the cattle at Heartland Ranch were stolen, the situation became serious very quickly. Jack and Lou were trying to deal with the problem, and the entire ranch was under pressure. Losing cattle is not just a small issue for a ranch like Heartland. It can create major financial trouble and also put the ranch's future at risk. This was a moment when everyone needed help, and that was exactly when Nathan stepped forward, instead of staying away from the problem. Nathan chose to help Jack and Lou recover the stolen cattle. He did not hesitate. He did not try to protect himself. He simply did what needed to be done. That moment already showed that Nathan cared deeply about the people at Heartland. But the biggest shock came later. Nathan discovered something that could have destroyed his own family relationship. He found out that his sister Gracie was involved in the situation. She had secretly paid the rustlers who stole the cattle. For Nathan, this was an impossible situation. On one side was his sister. On the other side was Amy and the ranch that meant so much to her. Many people in his position might have stayed quiet. They might have protected their family and hidden the truth. But Nathan did something very different. He told Amy the truth. This moment proved more than anything else that Nathan was serious about Amy. By revealing the truth, he knew that he would damage his relationship with his sister. He also knew it could cause a huge conflict within his own family, but he still chose honesty, and he did not stop there. Nathan also made the painful decision to remove Gracie from the ranch. He took away her share and made it clear that what she did was completely unacceptable. For him, protecting the ranch and protecting Amy was more important than protecting his sister's mistakes. This was the moment when many fans finally started to see Nathan. In a new way, he was not just a romantic partner for Amy. He was someone who was willing to stand up for what was right, even when it was incredibly difficult. At the same time, another very important relationship was slowly growing stronger. Nathan's bond with Lyndy. Lyndy is one of the most important people in Amy's life. Anyone who wants to be part of Amy's future must also earn Lyndy's trust. And slowly but surely, Nathan managed to do exactly that. We saw small but meaningful moments between them. Lyndy enjoyed spending time with him. She liked hearing bedtime stories from him. She played with his dog and laughed in a way that showed she felt comfortable around him. These little moments may seem simple, but they are actually very important. They showed that Nathan was not only building a relationship with Amy, he was also becoming a trusted part of Lyndy's life. By the time the finale reached its final moments, Nathan had already proven something very important to everyone at Heartland: he could be trusted. And that is exactly why the final scene of the episode felt so powerful after everything that happened to stolen cattle, the truth about Gracie, the emotional tension at the ranch. Nathan made a decision that no one expected at that exact moment. He asked Amy to marry him. It was a quiet but powerful moment. Nathan explained that he wanted to start a new life with Amy and Lyndy. He even shared his dream of buying a ranch on Salt Spring Island, where they could live together and build a future. For Amy, this was not just a simple proposal. It was the beginning of a completely new chapter in her life. Because saying yes would not only mean marrying Nathan, it could also mean leaving Heartland Ranch, the place filled with memories of her life with Ty, her family, and everything she has experienced over the years. And that is exactly why the ending of Season 19 felt so important. It did not just end story, it opened the door to a much bigger one. Season 20 will most likely begin right at this moment, where Amy must make one of the biggest decisions of her life. Will she accept Nathan's proposal? Or will the memories of Heartland Ranch make that choice much harder than it seems? Amy stood there in silence after Nathan asked the question that could change her entire life. Marry him. Start a new life together. Leave behind the pain of the past and move forward into a future that looked hopeful and peaceful. For a moment, everything felt quiet, almost unreal. Anyone watching that moment could see how much Nathan meant every word he said. His eyes were full of honesty. His voice was calm but full of hope. But inside Amy's heart, things were not that simple, because loving someone again after losing the love of your life is never easy. Amy had already gone through one of the most painful experiences a person can face. Losing Ty was not just losing a partner. It was losing the person who understood her better than anyone else. The person who stood beside her through the hardest moments of her life. The person who helped build the future she once dreamed about. And even though time has passed, memories do not simply disappear. Every corner of Heartland Ranch holds a memory of Ty, the barn where they worked together, the fields where they rode horses side by side, the house where they built their life and raised Lyndy. These places are not just locations. They are pieces of Amy's past. That is why Nathan's proposal is both beautiful and frightening at the same time. Nathan represents something new, a fresh chapter, a chance for Amy to smile again and feel hope instead of sadness. But accepting that new chapter might also mean closing the door on the past she shared with Ty, and that is a step that could be very difficult for her. Many fans believe Amy will say yes, and honestly, there are many reasons why she might. Nathan has already proven that he cares deeply about her. He has shown loyalty, honesty, and kindness. He protected the ranch when things went wrong. He stood up to his own sister to do what was right. And most importantly, built a real connection with Lyndy. But saying yes to Nathan does not erase the emotional weight Amy carries, in fact. Season 20 could show Amy struggling with these feelings more than ever before. Imagine Amy waking up early in the morning, walking through the ranch, looking at the same places she has known for years. Every step reminds her of the life she built there. Every memory whispers the same question in her mind. Is she ready to leave all of this behind? Because Nathan's dream is not just about marriage. It also includes a completely new life on another ranch, far away from Heartland. The ranch on Salt Spring Island might be beautiful. It might offer peace, space, and new opportunities. But it is not the place where Amy grew up. It is not the place where her family history lives. For Amy, Heartland is more than a home. It is part of who she is. This is why Season 20 could show us a very emotional journey for her. Instead of quickly accepting Nathan's proposal and moving forward, Amy might take time to understand her own heart. She might question whether she is truly ready for such a big change. And this emotional struggle could create some powerful moments in the story. We might see Amy talking with Jack about the past and the future. Jack understands better than anyone how deep Amy's connection to the ranch really is. He has seen her grow up there. He has watched her face loss and heartbreak. His advice could play a big role in helping Amy understand what she truly wants. Lou might also become part of this conversation, as Amy's sister Lou knows how much Ty meant to her. But Lou also wants Amy to find happiness again. She might encourage Amy to think about the future instead of staying trapped in the past. Then there is Lyndy. Lyndy's feelings could also affect Amy's decision in a very important way. Right now, Lyndy enjoys spending time with Nathan. She laughs when he reads her bedtime stories. She enjoys playing with his dog. She feels comfortable around him, but marriage changes things. When someone becomes a stepfather, the relationship becomes deeper and more serious. Lyndy may begin to realize that Nathan will not just be a visitor in their lives anymore. He could become a permanent part of their family, and that realization could bring new emotions for both Lyndy and Amy. Amy might worry about whether Lyndy is truly ready for that change. She might wonder if moving away from Heartland would make things harder for her daughter. After all, Lyndy has grown up surrounded by family there. Jack, Lou, Katie, and everyone else at the ranch are part of her everyday life. Leaving that environment could feel like losing another piece of stability.